When working with freemium models, the constant challenge is what should be free. Let's say you have created a product that has 6 features and you have chosen one that will be free to anyone who registered on your site. Users who want to be able to use the other 5 features will have to pay. But how do you know that the one feature you give away for free is going to engage the users enough to make him to convert to the premium? How do you know you're not giving away too much for free or not providing enough to make users convert? Something that you need to keep in mind when working with freemium models is the main purpose of a freemium model.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block. Flip my hair, move my head, show the world I'm royalty. When I walk by, they be taking bows, cause they know I'm the queen, yeah.
Welcome to the land of flat results. Today I will tell you about my journey in a land full of flat results, but also full of excitement and discovery. I'm Dorian, the CEO wizard of Scriber, hailing from Mexico, now conquering the Netherlands with talent and passion. And today I'm going to tell about how my team and I optimize a freemium model by integrating experimentation and discovery. To start, I would like to tell to you about what do we do at Scriber. Scriber mission is to guide students on the journey to become better academic writers. We are proud to be a trusted brand in edtech that provides services like reading and editing, plagiarism checker, citation generator, and another amazing tool and services. We are currently helping thousands of students in more than 40 countries, attracting more than 30 million visitors a year. From all these services that we offer, some of them are completely free. Others are paid services, and others work on a freemium model. So, before I tell you about my journey, let me explain to you what a freemium model is. The term freemium is a combination of free and premium, and it refers to a model in which a company offers a basic version of a product for free while also providing a premium or advanced version of that same product but that requires payment. Examples of well-known freemium models are Dropbox, Spotify, LinkedIn, Duolingo, Tinder, etc. However, when working with freemium models, the constant challenge is what should be free. Let's say you have created a product that has 6 features and you have chosen one that will be free to anyone who registered on your site. Users who want to be able to use the other 5 features will have to pay. But how do you know that the one feature you give away for free is going to engage the users enough to make him to convert to the premium? How do you know you're not giving away too much for free or not providing enough to make users convert? Something that you need to keep in mind when working with freemium models is the main purpose of a freemium model. The main purpose of a freemium is to attract new users. So if you are not succeeding with that goal, it probably means that your free offering is not compelling enough and you need to provide more or better features for free. On the other hand, if you are generating lots of traffic, but few people are paying to upgrade, you may have a opposite problem, which means that your free offering is too rich or that the premium features are not interesting enough. Now that I provide you with an introduction to my journey, let me get back to telling you more about this land of flat results, a land where nothing happens and everything is neutral, no positive or negative outcomes. Everything remains flat. The goal of my team was to increase conversion for our freemium service. In other words, we needed more people to switch from the free version to the premium version. So we started by understanding the company values. We set up a competitor analysis. We analyzed data, read and collect all the insights from previous experiments, check the scientific research available that could help us, and we read the complaints of the users who bought our premium product. This pre-work provides us with many ideas for new experiments, so we created a bunch of hypotheses and started to prioritize them. From then on, we started to run tests on our different domains, pages, stages, funnels, etc. We were full of excitement about getting started, and we feel that was the beginning of something big. We were sure we were going to make such an impacting of users in the company everywhere, but then flat results everywhere. We started to iterate and pivot ideas. We have these ideas, why this is not working, why it is flat everywhere. So we started to set up even more cycles of experiments, hoping this will be a turning point. So with high hopes, we checked the first results of that second cycle and it showed the same flat results again. What? My team and I started our data. Was the tool correct? Why do we not succeed? But also, why do we not lose? Why it all flat? The stress on my team started to increase after having these back-to-back flat results in only a few months. It was at that moment that I knew my team and I needed to deeply reflect in our next move and make better product decisions. But where should I start? Then one day I joined an experimentation talk that was about how serious specialists could create more impact if they were more involved in the discovery phase of the triple diamond framework. I remember that they started by explaining that the triple diamond framework is a framework that was inherited from the double diamond framework. The double diamond framework has two main phases, the solution discovery phase and the development phase. During the solution discovery phase, the team uses creative thinking to explore different ideas. In the development phase, the team prioritizes solutions and measure their impact. However, they explained that some product managers believe there is a crucial step missing before the solution discovery. It's like a missing diamond at the beginning. In this missing diamond, they explained that the focus is on understanding and defining the core problem or opportunity that the product aims to solve. So, that day, what struck me was that when I reflected on our experimentation and Scriber, most of it was actually focused on the last two stages of the framework. So I thought to myself, could this be a turning point for us to focus more on the first diamond of the discovery phase? So I started to read more about the discovery phase and how to apply it to my work. The first thing I learned about the discovery phase was that we needed to do more user research. We needed to do continuous interviewing, listen to our users, and try to see all products through their eyes. Would we also should be open to listen to them talk about our competitors, not just our own product. We should also be open to listen to them come up with crazy ideas of what their dream product will be. So we started our journey by focusing on doing more user research. To be honest, it was scary and challenging. Our quest for finding participants was a bumpy road, since of course we figured out that it's hard to attract participants. But also, having users to tell about a product that you consider perfect and that you love like your baby can be quite scary. Nevertheless, during our first round of user research, we already discovered fascinating things. We find out that over 60% of our users wanted to try our free product, but they couldn't because an essential functionality was missing. Without that functionality, they couldn't fully experience or even try the free version of our product. Thus, to increase the number of users trying our free product, we needed to make sure this crucial functionality was available to them. So, basically, before solving the issue of having more users pass from the free to the premium, we could increase the number of users trying our free tool. In the team, there were people who had the feeling that integrating that functionality could make some change, but they never pushed it because they thought maybe fewer people needed that functionality. It was a surprise for a lot of them to realize that was more than 60%. So we requested that functionality, which means we not only optimized our current product, but we were also going to experiment with an entirely different and new version of that product. And all that by conducting user research. So, to be able to create this prototype, we collaborate with different stakeholders and explain to them that we had perhaps found an opportunity that could redefine the scope and direction of the product we currently have. And most of all, that we finally find something that could take us from the land of the flat results to the paradise of the continuous growth.
This is Romo Santiago from Experiment Nation. Every week we share interviews with and conference sessions by our favorite conversion rate optimizers from around the world. So if you like this video, smash that like button and consider subscribing. It helps us a bunch. Now back to the episode.
Then we continued with our process of discovery while our development team was working on the new prototype we required. But this created another challenge. Experiments that were already planned and scheduled in the backlog had to be pushed back because we realized that the new opportunities we were discovering had much greater impact on conversion. That means we had to fully create our backlog and put everything on hold because, lo and behold, with the new experiments, we finally start to see significant results. Another thing we learned from the habits of continuous discovery was to prioritize opportunities, not solutions. To do this, we start to use the opportunity solution tree from Teresa Torres. Basically, instead of focusing on a solution, we focus on a desired outcome. For example, through user research, we found that many users feel scammed because they land on our page expecting a completely free tool. So they go into our funnel, create an account, and later on, they find out that to get access to extra features, they need to pay. So they get angry and left. Our expected outcome in this case will be something like meet user expectations. So the question in our mind will be something like, how can we meet the expectation of our users regarding our product? And from there, instead of giving solutions, we provide opportunities for how to meet those users' expectations. For example, maybe this is the perfect opportunity to clarify what is free and what is premium. And from that opportunity, you may have other opportunities of how to do that. And then perhaps after other layer of opportunities, you land on the solutions because for every opportunity you will not have one solution. You will realize there are more than one way to clarify to your user what is free and what is premium. Perhaps one of the solutions will be adding a free against a premium feature comparison table. But if you think deeply about that solution, there is more than one experiment there. One of the experiments could be adding the free against the premium feature table on the homepage. Another could be adding the free against the premium feature table on the payment page. So, if you see, a solution can be turned into many experiments. So instead of having one experiment that will solve your problem, you will have more than 2 or 3 possible experiments per solution. Now, how do we prioritize those experiments? We use something like the 4 big risks of the product model. And here basically, we put experiments in each quadrant depending on whenever the experiment has desirability, viability, usability, and or feasibility. So, for example, going back to our opportunity solution tree, from other different opportunities, we generated this experiment idea. Change the heading of our homepage in order to meet the user expectations. And now, considering the solution I just showed with you, we ask ourselves, will the user find value in this experiment? Probably, because maybe through the heading, we can explain to him what is free and what is premium. So we place it in desirability. Will the user be able to use it? Use the heading itself? No, but maybe use the heading as a reference to understand the product? Yes. So we place it in usability. Will this change be good for the company? And this is a tricky one. In this section on viability, you also need to think in long term. Does our solution contribute to the long term growth? Not very sure, because if we change the heading, perhaps we affect our SEO. So in this case, let's not put in this quarter because we are not sure of the impact in long term. And in the last section, can we build this? Yes, definitely. It's changing the copy, so it is an easy test. And then we do the same with other ideas. And then we start with those that are in the 4 quarters. For example, after discussing, we agree that the idea of adding the free against premium feature table on the homepage was in the 4 quarters. Therefore, we moved that one up in the list. However, it is very important to mention that this process must be executed in team because we want to hear the pros and cons from all the stakeholders. And now, I will show you one of the experiments in which we have already achieved significant positive results. In this experiment, we added to version B an extra feature that was constantly mentioned during the user research. Therefore, we modified the premium product by adding a complete new feature that we did not have before. And by adding that new feature, we increased the perception of the value proposition that our free users had regarding our premium product, which, as we know, increases the probability of conversion. And as you can see, by adding this new feature, we increased the conversion rate from free to premium by 11.6%. Those numbers may seem like a small step, but they are a great leap for freemium model optimization. In conclusion, my journey in this land of flat results has been a transformative experience because by embracing continuous discovery habits, we open the door to the paradise of continuous growth. So after all, this journey taught me another way of seeing product optimization. not merely by focusing on solutions, but on the opportunities that drive our desired outcomes. As I mentioned before, it is a process of continuous learning that demands collaboration and open mindedness. I hope my case not only excited you, but also provides you with insights that could help you out in your next step. And thank you all for joining me on my journey in a land full of flat results. Bye.
This is Romo Santiago from Experiment Nation. Every week we share interviews with and conference sessions by our favorite conversion rate optimizers from around the world. So if you like this video, smash that like button and consider subscribing.